Okay. All right, let me get the tape rolling here. How are you doing?
I'm good.
How was the Kimmel show on Friday? You were outside playing, right?
Yeah, it was. It's always cool to do that because it's so set up for musicians, you know. Big stage, live crowd. It's not so like indoors with camera rehearsals, and it's a lot easier.
Yeah. So you got to be back out in front of your fans.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
What kind of people listen to your music, do you think?
I've seen them range as young as 8 and as old as 68.
Yep.
So it's
well, you've seen a lot more of them than I have, so I'm trying to get an idea of what it feels like when you're out there. To you on the stage, do you think like there's a lot of teenagers in the audience, a lot of guys in their 20s, chicks? The dude audience?
I would say if I had to guess what our age group is, it's probably between 18 and 40.
Oh yeah.
I would have to say that's kind of where we're at. Maybe more majority would be 18 to 30s.
Right.
But I definitely, I mean, we recruited a lot of new fans off of that acoustic record.
That did it, huh?
An older audience, and this record seems to be drawing in a different kind of audience as well. So, you know, we're just trying to continue to expand and you know, not have a ceiling over our heads.
Right. But you guys are still having a good time making music after all these years.
Of course, and we're musicians. That's what we do.
Yeah.
It may not always be great music, but we love making it.
Yep. And it's, I mean, because music has a power.
It's a universal language.
So, like, what you say with it and what you do with it, it has an effect.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
Right. So, I notice you guys have been really involved with promoting the military.
Well, they actually came to us, believe it or not. Somebody in the Navy loves this band because they used Awake for 3 years, and then they came to us and re-upped the contract for another 3 years with Sick of Life. So, I don't know, they just feel like that music, someone in that place thinks that the music's very motivating for recruit commercials, I guess. And hey, you know, I'm an American boy, so I'm proud of it.
You're proud of recruiting your fans into the military?
Well, no. Be turning my fucking words around you.
Well, tell me what you mean. You said your music's powerful, it's got an effect, like you said, and you're letting the military use it. Well, the military, who are they recruiting? 18 to 30-year-olds, right?
I guess. I don't know what the recruit age is. I know it's at least 18.
Yeah, they go down into the high schools now.
My thing is, listen, here's my thing with the military. I'm not saying our government is perfect because I know that we make some mistakes and we do shitty things, but you wouldn't have your job and we wouldn't have our lives if we weren't out there protecting this country so we could live a free life. So there's kind of the yin and the yang to that. Sometimes it's, you know, not always the best choices that we make, or we stick our noses in other people's shit. But at the same time, you know, we protect this place enough that we're able to, like, pursue careers and do what a lot of people in other countries aren't able to do. They're kind of picked and they're chosen to be whatever they become, and I'm proud to be an American. I'll tell you that.
So your country, right or wrong?
No, not right or wrong, but I'm proud to be an American. I love my country. I've seen the depressions and how people live in other countries and how they're told what to be, and they don't have the choices that we have, and I do love that about our country. So, you know, and I actually sympathize with a lot of the soldiers in the military in general that are trained to go out and protect for us and what they have to go through. You know, it's really kind of shitty in a sense that, you know, these young kids have to go over there and die sometimes for something that isn't even our fucking problem. And that kind of sucks. So what I have to do is at least support them because they don't have the choice that we do.
They don't have the choice because
they've decided to fight for our country.
And they decided to do that because of your song?
Oh, come on. Not like that.
Well, you made I have a quote from here where you said, we've always been supportive of our country, and our president Whereas a lot of people, I thought, and you said this in 2003 to MTV News, you said, a lot of people, I thought, lashed out pretty quickly at what we did, and I thought the government did everything pretty cleanly and publicly as possible.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That was my opinion at the time. The whole war thing and trying to keep us up to date. Like, if you remember, back in other wars, we didn't have the opportunity to follow it through the media and CNN and the news and live updates and that kind of thing. And I thought that, for the most part, you know, we were allowed to follow it as best we could through the media sources that were feeding us information.
You didn't think the media was being controlled by the military?
Well, it could be. I don't know. I'm not in the military.
You didn't look into it?
Listen, are you a fucking government expert?
I know. I'm not telling people to go join the military and then not knowing what the military is doing.
I don't tell people to go join the military.
You don't think using your songs with the power of your music, which you were talking about, has an effect on the people that hear it when it goes with the visuals that the best PR people in the world use?
Are you like one of those guys that agrees with some kid that fucking tied a noose around his neck because Judas Priest's lyrics told him to?
No, you were telling me how powerful your music was and what the people are that listen to it, and you must have thought like the Navy sure thought it was useful. So you tell me.
Hey, listen, the Navy thought that, you know, it's the same reason why wrestlers work out to the music, and extreme motocross riders listen to the music and do what they do. It's energetic music. It's very athletic. People feel that they get an adrenaline rush out of it or whatever. So it goes with whatever is an extreme situation. But I doubt very seriously that a kid is going to go join the Marines or the U.S. Navy because he heard Godsmack as the underlying bed music in the commercial.
Yeah.
They're going to go join the Navy because they want to jump out of helicopters and fucking shoot people or protect the country or whatever it is and look at the cool infrared goggles.
It says right, you said to MTV, we're not